This is the Sigma 56mm F1.4. It is known to be an excellent portrait lens for Micro Four Thirds shooters. Today I'm going to do some portraits with this lens. I want you guys to come along with me. Let's do this! I have tested the Sigma 16 f1.4 before. I did not like that lens. I thought the optical performance was quite poor. I also bought the Sigma 31.4. I used that lens for a while. The 31.4 is better than the 16 1.4, but it wasn't good enough. At the end of the day, I was just happy with my Olympus 25 1.8, so I sold off that lens. So I have very low expectations when it comes to this 56 1.4. Although I've not shot extensively with this lens, but so many people are raving about how sharp this lens is, how beautiful the bokeh is, how close the rendering is to the legendary Olympus 75 f1.8, and obviously a lot of people also say that this is a fantastic portrait lens for Micro Four Thirds shooters. So I bought this lens with my own money, and let's see what the fuss is all about. This is not a review of this Sigma 56 1.4. This is not a new lens. It's been around for some time. There's so many reviews out there already. Whatever needs to be said about this lens, they've already been said. I don't think there's anything new I can add to the reviews. I just want to use this lens to shoot some portraits and to see if this lens is as sharp as what everyone claims it to be. How is the bokeh quality? I'm really curious to see that. And if this lens is as good as the Olympus legendary 75 f1.8 to shoot portraits. So I'm not going to go into like distortion, chromatic aberration, flare, or the standard lens testing. I just want to share what I like and dislike about this lens. I'm using this lens on my own OM system, all-in-one camera body. Let's take more shots. The Sigma 56 f1.4 was quite an interesting lens to work with. The equivalent focal length of 112mm was a little bit on the longer side of things. Typically for my portrait shooting, I use the Olympus 45 f1.8, both for my professional shoots as well as for my personal projects. I'm comfortable with that focal length. Autofocus performance of this lens was quite good. I used this on my OM system, OM1 camera. I used the human face and eye, detect, tracking. It worked really well. I'll say the hit rate was about 70%. I wouldn't trust this 100%. It has misses a little bit there and here, but still it's very good considering that this is not a new lens. It was launched way before the OM system, OM1. So I'm very happy with the results of the autofocus performance. The optical performance of this Sigma 56 f1.4 is actually really good. I'm very satisfied with the sharpness of this lens. Shooting a wide open f1.4, which I did for most of my shots, images come out very sharp, full of fine details, very good contrast. I wouldn't hesitate shooting an f1.4 wide open if I have to. Bokeh quality is also very good. It is pleasing, it is smooth. I did not notice any hint of nervousness. It doesn't look distracting at all. It is something that you really want for your portraits because this lens can render the beautiful shallow depth of field, the background blur, and the blur area just looks so beautiful. Now, one thing perhaps that's lacking on this Sigma 56 f1.4 is the 3D pop. Now, it's very hard for me to explain here because I need to really demonstrate and compare this against the other lenses that I have. Using the Olympus 45 f1.8 and the 75 f1.8, which I've done so many times over the years, there's this distinct depth, 3D effect to the images. Somehow the subject just jumps out from the background, and I don't see that effect in this Sigma 56 f1.4. Somehow this Sigma renders a flatter looking images. I know, it's very hard for you to imagine what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll do one more video just specifically to demonstrate this difference, how the Olympus 45 and 75 f1.8 can render more 3D looking images. But I gotta say, overall this Sigma 56 f1.4 is an excellent lens for portraits, considering that it is cheaper than the 75 f1.8 and it can render shallow depth of field compared to the Olympus 45 f1.8. that's all I have to share about this Sigma 56 f1.4 and why I think this is actually quite a good lens for portraits if you are shooting with Micro Four Thirds. Do you agree with my thoughts? Please leave your opinion in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. If you found my sharing beneficial, if you've enjoyed coming along with me doing some portraits today, please consider buying me a cup of coffee, or you can contribute directly to my PayPal. Links in the description below on how you can do any of that. Any small contribution goes a long way, will definitely help me to continue making more content. Until the next one, please go out and take more photographs. Bye-bye. Recently, a lot of people are asking me, Robin, why don't you use the viewfinder? Is there anything wrong with the viewfinder? Why do you use the LCD screen all the time? Guys, this is a POV video. The purpose of me doing POV shooting is to show you what happens around me, in front of me, how I compose my shots, and the exact moment before I press the shutter button. How can I do that? How can I show you if my eyes are pressed tightly on the viewfinder? The only way for POV to work is to record the LCD screen at the back of my camera with another device, say the action camera, right? I can't show you what's happening inside the viewfinder. I can't record the viewfinder while my eyes are pressed on it. It's just impossible. It's nothing to do with my preference of using the viewfinder or LCD screen. Don't think too much. The only way for me to show you how I got these shots, the way I can do it is through the LCD screen.